Yeah, my everything is you, Lord. Yeah. Ha-ha. Oh, 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 oh. Everybody say, ah. Say, oh, oh. Say, how can I express my gratitude for all the many things you've done for me? Words are not enough, yeah, to say thank you. Say, Lord, you are my everything. You're my everything. How can I express my gratitude? How can I express my gratitude for all the many things you've Father, you done for me, yeah. Words are not enough to say thank you. Say, Lord, you are, you're my everything. Say, I call you Jireh. You're my provider. I call you Nisi. You are my battle. I call you Rapha. Hey. You are my healer. Say, Lord, you are. You're my everything. I call you Jireh. You're my provider. I call you Nisi. You are my battle. I call you Rapha. You are my healer. Say, Lord, you are. You're my everything. Who am I thinking now? Who am I thinking now? Who am I thinking now? Oh, who am I thinking now? Yeah, so who am I thinking now? Who am I thinking now? Yeah, who am I thinking now? Oh, who am I thinking now? Say, I call you Jireh, say, I call you Jireh. You're my provider. I call you Nisi. You are my battle. I call you Rapha. Hey. You are my healer. Say, Lord, you are my everything. Yeah. Are you ready, everybody? All right, listen. William, Okay. Busia, Bre, also say, you be share na, you did the community and the law, you did a bro, and then a year, maybe there to suit me, you know, a war, Busumi, May 2022. Make us say about 9 hour UK. It's past 4 o'clock here in the UK, and we welcoming you to another edition of the program, The Community and the Law, live on BWTV, BW Radio, and live on BWF Solicitors Facebook page, BWF Solicitors YouTube page, and all the social media platforms. I'm going to be your host, and I am inviting you as we go into the discussion, and we'll be finding an answer to the question: what evidence do I need to register my child to become a British citizen based on the child's private life in the UK? You are the same brain, so I was say your day a bro, and until me come for my say, bra. Na fe yemfa and komono and shishasu. Ebio, it's the community and the law I day a bro live on BW Radio and BW TV. Okay, I was hello, Bill. And another opportunity for us to meet and discuss issues concerning the law, especially here in the UK, to immigration and some UK. If you also saw questions and concerns, say unya lawyer now, person will be sana semwa na may come for a day amount se brabe kan ho ewo dwumedi the community and the law. Memenda area very sunny, bright, golden Saturday afternoon, the second Saturday of May in the year 2022. Your friend Riku Sufrempon, and I want to tell you we're live on BW Radio across the world, BW TV, and also live on Facebook and on YouTube. Your BWF Solicitors, one Facebook page and also and one YouTube page and also, and be also PAM TV, so plus Abawa Radio here in the UK. And question na ye baby bisa na ya pe ho enya no they will bisa na say me person me register me ba as a British citizen based on the child's private life. Evidence being ena me here. Then ena I was me presented to the Home Office. Emma utimi a grant sade no emma me ba based on a kwalano private life. We'll be looking at the definition of the issues, and of course the lawyers will be telling us what it is that we need to know and have so that we can successfully make that application. And until get your questions ready, get your concerns ready, we'll be throwing all of them at the lawyer. Until any topic na discussing if you have any other issue that you want to raise and put it before the lawyer so that we have answers to that. With me, I can text at the Abrayan 07950 422 780 07950 422 780. And also say over Freya Bra, you be activity lines, no. Your activity lines now with me afre 07399208468 07399208468. And then lawyer for penny for no bako a free BWF Solicitors and no ebedi and como obecheche ni memo afa kwan befa so I put this evidence before the Home Office. And also, question the concern will be Lawyer Charles Asma will be our resource person for the program today. Now, answer come for Emma say BWF Solicitors 214 to 218 Tottenham High Road, no so 7 Sisters, North London. Yakoha far Victoria Line. And they call no see with 7 Sisters. If you trade no more, climb up, use exit number 2. It will take you straight to the doorstep of the building known as Anna House, on our 4th floor. Where you Monday to Friday, if free and apart 9:30, Ekopim and numero 6 o'clock. So Monday to Friday, if free and apart 9:30, Ekopim and numero 6 o'clock. Now, say Obeko weekend so a year just by appointment until you book and they plan to meet you over the weekend. One number near 0208 0208. We see number so 493-7340 0208 493-7340. And I say Obefre emergency number no a 077 127 61884 077 127-61884. Mumafi into BWF Solicitors Enkra. Now, whilst we're doing that, come on board, pick up the link, share. Now, Obinso a nyabi. Can I say we live on Facebook, we live on YouTube, and BW Radio and TV as well. Or share back page no so no like a page no wa pick a link and no wa share. So be Obinso so ebe tell your brother to tell your brother and tell another person and tell another person and another person that we are live on the community and the law. We'll be right back.
Yeah, fema ye wo London. Ya dia basobodie bebre. Ne ya redare e wo mransemu. Eye legal services, be to say family law, matrimonial law, immigration, dispute resolution, Ghanaian customary, any family law. Wo BWFDA, yen solicitors e de anigye e na twitwaje wo na ye bo nso nya den kra. Yen partner penin pa Bernardo Wusu aye lawyer ewo UK memu bebru mfie duonu nkron 29 years. BWF Solicitors kura won ho. Inti se ba na ebusuansem bi te se child care eye abofrahwe mu awarja ye ho twema mentwe ene ohye ana injunction ye de to domestic violence so a ye ma legal assistance ya edimu na ye adwuma nso. Yen child care any family team no nim nia wo famu ewe nia ya wo brei mu ɛno nti ne yɛto yɛn bo ase ma wafoto a ɛsɛ fata ɛwɔ kokoa mu. Yɛn senior partner ɛyɛ obi a Law Society Family Law Accreditation Panel agyina to mu na ɔsan so yɛ member na kyerɛ sɛ ɛba no sɛ yɛgyina w'akyi ɛretwitwa agyew ɛwɔ family ɛne matrimonial cases ho a wonni haw koraa. Wopɛ advice ɛwɔ immigration nsɛnsɛm ho. Wɔ BWF Solicitors deɛ yɛn immigration team no avedare ɛwɔ general immigration ho nsɛmsɛm kosi complex immigration, work permit, student visa ho ntotoyɛ ɛne entry clearance visas, family visas ne appeals. Yɛn senior partner ɛyɛ member na wasan gyina tom ɛwɔ Law Society Immigration Accreditation Panel. Enti sɛ yɛtae w'akyi a wonni haw koraa. Yɛbie yɛn office free dwada ekosi fiada anɔpa nɔnkron pɛɛ mu ekosi enumere nonsia ɛyɛ 9:30 a.m. kosi 6 p.m. ɛna memeneda nso ɛyɛ appointment nko a free anɔpa nondu ekosi ewia nɔnan ɛyɛ 10 a.m. kosi 4 p.m. Yɛwɔ 4th floor ɛwɔ Anna House 214-218 Tottenham High Road, London N15 4NP. Sɛ wonnante free 7 Sisters Underground nso a ɛyɛ kwan tiaa bi. Yɛn senior partner Bernardo Wusu san yɛ barrister yɛagyina to mu na ɔyɛ Ghana Bar Association member ɛna wasan gyina sɛ mmaranimfoɔ ɛwɔ court cases a ɛfa Ghana law ho. Wɔ advise local authorities, official solicitors office ne solicitors bebree ɛfa Ghanaian law ho yie. Na ɔsan yɛ obi a ɔtae kasa ɛwɔ radio ɛne TV so fa Ghanaian law ho.
It does say when you're Hodaje now fe Yakofa and Kra a day abrewo. Now may come for myself when he a share 7 Sisters and answer pick a number on that phrase 0208-493-7340. And yeba ababa share now fe yedin komo afa evidence yede ebema home office say ye application. I register ye mofra no as British citizen based on Akwala Nankasa private life. I think the distinction is there. Inti Shannon said any application, any evidence be any day ko. Akwala bang ena yade ne ho enkomo ene ho evidence a day air chrono. Shannon sa mami na yebabe di enkomo. But then sana no Mr. Ma many wo insia ade kakra. Over the past few weeks, we have been hammering something. Within the week, I've had so many questions, and I'm happy, sir, BWF Solicitors, the Kotu, Nima, Waboying, Emma, Bibi, Nema, so extra yang. Sir, a company said, I was a Ujaya. If it has become necessary, sir, you divorce. How are you doing it? What is the new law that came into effect from the 6th of April 2022 saying? Nitty-gritty is a woman no at saying and uhuno saying and wasa uyeno kwame ben so and uye. The other question be ebisa me a lawyer be so me £3,000 and sign away application and people are coming up with all many questions, but let us do what has to be done by looking at what the law says, what you can do, what you cannot do. So divorce no uye wiempo a day and now between so a day a year when it comes to immigration issues. BWF Solicitors am I at your say baby I would tear and be a be here say would the whole emra a be well, I'll leave that detail for the lawyers to do, but let's look at it from this way. Say who could you worry now the certificate and now said documentary evidence be if we baby from another jurisdiction into the UK jurisdiction yajitum and now say yanjintum a day and I was say utimi a year. Foreign divorce obtained without the court's involvement outside UK and Wales is not valid in the UK if one of the parties was habitually resident in the UK or have lived in the UK for 12 months or more or domiciled here. The provision also applies to divorces obtained under customary law in Ghana. Me say as in here there's so many people who are asking questions. Say yes, who divorce and then the things in there, the details in there, the technicalities. BWF Solicitors appeja atwo who say wo chichemu at the amount intimate social so. Now let me read this information they put out again. This is section 46.2 of the FLA of 1986. Beckovitz versus Greenberg, that is Attorney General intervening in 1996, 1 FSR 587, or more quotation, references, but here we, or say, foreign divorce obtained without the court's involvement outside England and Wales is not valid in the UK if one of the parties was habitually resident in the UK or have lived in the UK for 12 months or more or domiciled here. The provision also applies to divorces obtained under customary law in Ghana. Yatati, so, nipani mienu eniho, and of four meshi omo ho abrichi, titu UK ha, na omode ekofi se, mabusiafo monko me ho oba we ewo ha ana se me ne be me yehia obeba ba be ye me ho ade nti munyina mu na monyemae. They agreed to that, and customarily they exchanged the diaries and all the pleasantries, and even to the extensive bikra no makọ register. But bia nyame fasamba na akoba ne se e wo se aware no egu mumie no mote Ghana at UK. Or even time na you ye awade na mumu ba ko atena ha for more than 12 months. Eba no sa na se mo sa kwa busuafo kro na ho se omungu aware no emamu a se omugudu wie na ye de ho adansidi eba UK ha, is the law saying say nya acceptable and not set to say abusia so mame emfa sa yi ento me basisi ana afi me ne wo ababa twetwe ho komo mame ndai me nuapani ene yen special resource person our free BWF Solicitors aye lawyer Charles Asma me mano akwaba lawyer akwaba
yeah
what din kunim
de bia yedin kunim yes we didn't kunim.
That's right. We are not born what to shine sano. That's right. Na promo to say.
Me adum pa na won so.
Hwe dem pon hwe adom ani ehumobro na ye de te ho. Me mo akwaba me chiao na afi mebisa say say wiki before be we ma akwaba ni formal introduction and everything. Wiki when people have been asking a lot of questions about divorce and you say mran for frabo and idea. Well, is it new? And now say emunchiche mu bi na ba na changes be na aba whatever it is. Mr. Yenhwe divorce any the mode to edwa edemai. Okay, mamin fa san komono biuna yenhwe. Was a foreign divorce obtained without court's involvement outside UK and Wales is not valid in the UK if one of the parties was habitually resident in the UK or have lived in the UK for 12 months or more or domiciled here. The provision also applies to divorces obtained under customary law in Ghana. Lawyer, Bachafayako.
Yo, that's a bit where you go straight to the nugget and then offer our greetings.
That's right.
Welcome, viewers and listeners. So the provision under Section 46.2 of the Family Law Act 1986 is clear, and it recognizes divorce proceedings.
Okay.
And divorce proceedings means that the marriage that was hitherto the proceedings or the divorce contracted between those parties is no longer able to survive, or it's broken down irretrievably and therefore has to be deemed to have been no more. But the question here is, how does that happen?
Okay.
So one party will petition the court.
Okay.
That for these reasons, at the moment in the UK it's been simplified, so there's no fault. There's no need to adduce fault.
Okay.
As long as the marriage is deemed to be or to have broken down irretrievably, you make application. But you have to make application to the court.
Okay.
Then the court will inform the other party if there is anything to be said or contest.
Okay.
Then once the processes go through, if both parties are happy, there's no contest, then the court agrees for the divorce.
Now, if you say there's no contest, the one party will petition the court will notify the other, and how does one contest it? To say, well, I will not sign the petition, or I also have something against the other, so let's go into litigation. Is that what it is?
Yes, so remember, by petitioning the court, you are seeking the court to intervene on your behalf. You are litigating, so to speak.
Okay.
Now, remind you, the marriage is a contract between two parties. And that contract cannot be abrogated on the blind side of the other party.
Okay.
That is why, in Sobi Bajia Warrior, UK especially, I say, the other party must be served. No, so no will be big, no, so why they will respond.
Okay.
Obi o mo no say aware that. Into the call ya onya notice na no say yeah, I'm aware na
was
signing. Into one signing and actually say it can go on.
But say bia omo separate for so many years, and me I'm not in your life anymore. Me no one worry you. Oto baby, me tim baby. Bikra nkwada one montemo no, you're not even involved in their life and everything. Na yem formalize sa separation na. What's the mempene?
Well, more often than not, sa party no aware sa de no kra no any hobby. But there's still a link.
Okay.
Link
because of the certificate in the
certificate in the all those other things are because of separation now. Then yes, you are separated, but it doesn't mean you have divorced. So this divorce proceedings is to finalize senior worker, separation. I said the fact that so you formalize it. No, I have your BI but the woman say between so abese our party no aware say we to sign a mono.
Okay.
It's only fit and proper say ube notify the other party and say we can say our no a person else say then echo every year. Then I also then a can home announce say we notice until also confirm say we can go ahead or this can proceed.
Okay.
Then more often than not, Nipano but confirm it, then it moves. But the court must attempt to look for the other party.
Okay.
To serve the notice with the view to receiving response. Of course, a bit more say nipa no yanteninka. Cause bia wadom obi anim baby owo. Ebi kra we tuka akoshe baby. But in the last known address no, the court must endeavor to what? Serve notice.
Okay.
Nti akoho na ye hwehwehwehwa na ye then mbra no ankasa makwan say ekodum pempensu bi na ye nteninka. Emrano to make us say, Pempeso ye do dear, necessary ye be I then ya SSC a decision. Inti ye who knew dear, that will be I then into me, on to me my back, and make us a then a man my day, and ya aware. It will be on record.
No, but obey aware, yes. But okwa or say, on him very well, say, I go, but also means signing. Then na kofa sa. A yaw ne tremamentre, a kahunu, time wasting and everything, na abemu. Can the courts intervene?
So it's not a case of me signing because me yabu apayo. One sign you have to respond
to the service.
To agree or disagree with your reasons.
Okay.
So it's not like me here and when you're the court to betray also.
Okay.
But and I said,
just can be recalcitrant to say,
no.
I won't sign.
No, court
with no reason.
Court now, I did emphasis Samuels. Abra will say, yes, I did way. Near the Abbas saying, Abbatu Yemuni. Then now, Okafa, so we would do to Mudia, you sign and we move on. We didn't, of course, was overcome then. Baby, can you know, then we're looking at fault. We talk about no fault. Now, whatever it is, you have a chance to respond. I say response.
Okay.
The respondent's response. Once the nimpano, because normally before all these things babano, court bebemuno, nebusiano at nasidada. I judge to Musa or negu. Into busiano, ya kaiwe, ya de qua abemu, my court is why the edin inside is so. A horn na sa case away.
Okay, so then let's go to the case which says at a point, divorce from outside of the UK and yet valid. Why is the court saying so?
And see, the court can say under the provisions of section 46(2), no, and I say even 1 to 2 in Edinburgh, no, but actually say on my no, our rejai no esimuno. Say nkrofo no muja awar no mafa on my no our rejai embra ekwan so ayema senia se o moye dia and the court to our workroom has to be to my den ajatum. The question is, kwan ban na first to jai aware ewo Ghana, for example, or any other country for that matter.
Okay.
Most of the time, concerns are from the Ghanaian community and other people. So, for example, in Ghana, no, our jai no ebusuafo betina say, say me de me sanwa dan akọ. Enti me ware bio musika nie munje. Omusomu a then just like marriage no taking place fie no our jai is why then. But you've got to then move to the next stage to formalize that process.
Okay.
Nti senia o ware ye no a o ko register wa aban mu no. Wa o ja ware so say o ko register wa den aban mu. But senia ye can say proceedings. So you have to petition the court. Now court will serve the notices, publicize it, then so nipa from back so or who be a wa aban den wa beka. Okay. If you are now feed the court ma certificate say aware no ya ja to mu dia na che say den aware jai no abawie ye dia na che say aware no egu. But obi wo mu an oben say ifiefo no gitumu a obekọ ebi a council and I say local authority could be AMA or KMA or whatever. No wakwaji letter say I aware no egu. But KMA and I say AMA and serve notice to the other party.
No, my issue certificate.
Mama will letter keke. But say niebedi munu ne say go through court process. Into section 46(2) no 1 and 2 no catch say the court. One can say the court in England or the court anywhere or say the court. Therefore, it has to go through court proceedings. So what I say? It has to go through court proceedings. And like I say aware no ayenya efi outside the UK no. So go through court proceedings. We are looking at where it's going through the court proceedings. But at the same time, we are looking at another instances where on Crofono Muja Wareno, Bakon Eti, and I say Munina, Ewo, or my Fufroso, let's say UK. Na Marco Ekoja Ware, na Awareno, Mekoja Wofie, na Marcoji letter, Efi local authority, and it's a local assembly, say our giant Ninjina swore any. And no any evidence because it hasn't gone through what court process and therefore it will not be recognized under UK law.
Okay.
And in our part say so uje our idea then you have to formalize it by going through the court process. And it's a certificate biba. That's our certificate and yet certificate if you court wa naturally say one go through the court process.
Okay.
So when we go through the court processes so there, and there's our original UK or my engine, especially where in Crofona Muja Awarano, one of them at the UK. And I said, you know, you can a resident in Rado Chemu said 12 months, what's no chromo 12 months or more. And now domiciled in the country in Swa or assetna wo chromo to Ruabaye chrono on my eba. I just say be our settlement and also our citizenship status. Okay. The signing power, you know, and I'm running can say. So would you are see a bit my recognizing will chrome hadia and they make sure says our no a far court process.
Okay.
Some fact our giant a far court process, some far court process mudia, and they even the way you be BHS away our no yanjin tum. Okay. Our giant yanjin tum.
Another pertinent question, in the course of the week, we apart from say court document and document but another thing is we say on one kasa call online there's a form D8 BL say or fairly online. Does it have to or no and say it has to be a lawyer that has to do it?
So there your boss, a court process. And anything to do with the court is proceedings. You can do it yourself, represent yourself, or you can be represented by
a lawyer.
A lawyer. It can even be represented by a friend, a McKenzie friend, or a litigant friend. Now, I can say, who bet me by technical.
Okay, ideal set lawyer.
Because you can easily slip.
Okay.
My sister would be now fair at the end of I could say.
Okay.
For example, why should you pan and why not go to Shenny panel? When I go to Shenny panel and I say, Uberbo pie ma process server, I could serving in panel.
Okay.
And that's a court in a bay. All these things, no, I am run, I actually share any divorce processes, no. And it's always advisable, say, Obioma, or who you no, obit me, but why when you're sure, no, a be advisable, so be a or him, no, teach you lawyer, no way do him, now, because our regime, the Bioma, and we know, we have to move on to the next stage, a friend of financial settlement.
Okay.
And one will see a part 2. Na Bioma, titru no ano, our regime, 1 year per se, eba. Na dear when you certificate. But be a Japadie womb.
Okay.
You say Japadie woman,
and then Manson Nebano.
Manson Nebano. Because Japadie Pemu a woman dear, who takes a Japadiano, especially on Kalasu Womua, how do we protect the interest of the children?
Okay.
Into a process, and no financial side alone can take longer period than the marriage process itself for the proceeding, the divorce proceedings itself.
Okay. And he said the one party Ejitum say, okay, ya serve me. Adiana kra me jitum say a good dada. Inti no masign. So when it is signed like that, na I end the process na.
Inti not just said the other party has responded to the notice.
Okay.
I got to me say me fuaso yankwane sa. Court in Sabeka. Na court a process. Now more or less there is consensus. Then court will move to the next stage and issue what we call decree nisi, which is part 1 to the divorce certificate, which will give some time. Then after that, it is consummated with a decree absolute.
Okay.
These days, court has simplified process because a new law nearby. Until you put in the application online, you get the fee note. The person who is making the application to divorce pays the fee. The fee is currently about £593. The person will pay. Court will then say we have sent notice to the other party.
Okay.
We are waiting, and then they will write back to say we have heard from the other party, or we haven't heard from the other party, depending on whatever it is. The next stage is that we are going to issue you whatever we need to issue. Then on and on. So that can take really a short period compared to what existed before.
Okay. Yeah, I was saying, sir, Afi and what joining yeah, community and the law and you go so well, I mean introduce you lawyer crowd, but he's gone into certain technical details now what they are mine. Maba so no mamo akwaba na inhwesene esi Rebecca Mwako waba good afternoon. Sounds so and ode share ba nana kweku made yada say Tilly duma oha wakoso ofre dodo na say womra na oma me joining. Sounds so and your Henry Sapon. Please share. Yes, please. Go on, share, pick up the link and share for others to also enjoy, because the knowledge and the information here is priceless. Inti bomodin say unya free or no being so benyan free be. Nana hima sapon nana yada sit nyame ensure ye war Tilly ewaha nana hima ewaha sanso na Henry munyina mo koso invite people to come and share. Nana Himas upon, you've done some good job for me. BWF Solicitors, our 4th floor of Anna House, 214 to 218, Tottenham High Road, not so, our 7 sisters. Dokas Adam, Doki, that is a lawyer Charles Ewaha, that's Yajo Chia, not so so, and Uma Yenchia Ebeno say, Tilly, thanks for sharing. Sandra Ewaha, Secretary Papa Bako, good afternoon, says, how are you, my dear? Also, all the details about, including telephone numbers, and T's or Lawyer Richard, and number was so 07960201500. Lawyer Yin is 0753835813910. Lawyer Patrick 07932022939. And Afe lawyer Asma and so and hey on the number any 079 020-4763-6037. But office number no a 0208-493-7340 and emergency 077-127-61884. Ubaswa ubetimi ato question no ade amaye na ebepeja ade ama lawyer na afi wahwe na wadi ho adwuma ade amaye ye wo pako at saying mijedi de hu ye papa Chiwo, thank you very much. Yes, you're asking people to share. Please share yourself, and I invite other people to join us. Wealthy Jeremiah, what is the current health surcharge for spousal visa? Wealthy, we'll come back to that to get lawyer to explain that for you. Or say, can you throw more light on the decree absolute? As for this one, I will ask you to pick it up for us. Decree absolute,
right. So the divorce proceedings certification or validation is in two parts.
Okay.
So the first part is what we call the part one, or the temporary certificate. That is my term. Okay. Temporary certificate because it is not the final certificate.
Okay.
So you'll be given that to show that the court has gone through the process with the view to finalizing the divorce proceedings. Okay. So this is evidence of where the court has gotten to.
Okay.
The court will then give time within which the final certification must come through.
Okay. And so, your set time be announced depending on the circumstance, be a litigation and a court member time. Announce court meet me and say when we issue the temporary certificate, it was a wow term, decree nasa, it is saying absolute.
Right. So we're looking at about 6 months plus 1 day from the date the decree nisi was issued.
Okay.
Now, the presumption is that once the temporary certification is issued, there could be some other new evidence coming up. So more or less, just like getting married in a church, and the reverend will say that if you have anything to say, say it now.
Or forever
once the case over. So do it now. Even though they are in the church and everything is going on, they still give people opportunity to speak if they have anything against it. So at that stage, the marriage has not come into force yet, more or less, in that scenario. So you'll be given the decree nisi. After some time, then the absolute is given. Absolute confirms everything. And it is the decree absolute that you need as divorce certificate.
Okay.
So when you are filing application for anything and you need to produce evidence of divorce, in the UK you have to produce the decree absolute. If you produce the decree nisi, it means that it hasn't concluded.
Okay. But my specific question, time is there a minimum time? And now say there's a set time, say be 6 months, 10 months, whatever.
Yes. So once you have your decree nisi, the time is given for the next stage to be. So what it is that rather than being issued right away, that time, that window is left open.
Okay.
But the court, after that window, more or less is saying that at this stage we have to issue. So you apply for that absolute certificate or decree absolute. You make an application for it. So it's not like you wait and the court will give it to you that, all right, the time is up and nothing, so get it. You have to make an application that, well, after the decree nisi, we've had a relevant time period or interval, and therefore we are making application for the decree.
So that would be determined by the judge, maybe?
When you make the application, more often than not, once the relevant time period has elapsed, it will be granted.
Okay. Yeah, I have my friend Jacob Stevens says the show is always educative, but please remember to include those of us who do not understand the Ghanaian language, and you would realize that Lawyer Charles has been trying as much as possible to fuse the two languages and make sure that Obibi Awuti has a proper understanding of what it is that we are discussing. But the bit that he was explaining was this nugget, so to speak, piece of information that we put out that says that foreign divorce obtained without the court's involvement outside England and Wales is not valid in the UK if one of the parties was habitually resident in the UK or have lived in the UK for 12 months or more or domiciled here. This provision also applies to divorces obtained under customary law in Ghana, and I believe it would be similar to the customary laws in any other part of the world outside of the UK. And this was picked from Section 46.2 FLA of 1986. It's the community and the law. And the question is quite simple. And it says, what evidence do I need to register my child to become British based on the child's own private life? I am stressing that because registration is one bit, registration to become a British citizen is another bit, and doing that based on the child's private life is another bit. And these are facts and things you need to really know and consider when it is that you're thinking of an application like that. Okay, because so yababedi and komono. Inti pen and paper. There are things you might want to note. There are things you would want to really take notice of. Na abuao. So say un share page no so account na share na amanfo enya. When it is that we get into the discussion, we would be inviting your text and WhatsApp messages on 07950422780, 07950422780. And as sebreno so na your activity lines na obitimi afreyeng ewo 07399208468, 07399208468. You can find it on the screen. One more radio no so my numbers na semesi ka boso no obetumi afreying 07399208468 and answer 0208 123 1016, 0208 123 1016. Well, lawyer Charles Asma, sa topic oboyen ama yedi ho nkomo pen. Na ene we taking it a notch higher. Say, if I want to register my child as a British citizen based on Aqualana private life, what evidence do I need to provide the Home Office or the caseworker or whoever will pick up my application and want to decide and say, "Sa kwada way may register or qualify some may register as a British citizen in the private life in here." These are specifics. Here's what we be. So I deem it very important to say but for me go through the registration, who qualifies, and then we look at private life, then we'll top up with the evidence.
Thank you very much, viewers, listeners. Very warm welcome to you for making time once more to join this important discussion. Discussion bothers on our children, our grandchildren, especially those that have been born in the UK and have lived in the UK for 10 years of their lives. At that point, do we go through the process and give them 2.5, apply for 2.5 for them, or do we make application for settlement as has come up as part of the immigration rule changes? What do we do? The law is that at this stage, if the child was born in the UK and has spent 10 years of their lives in the UK, then you can make application to register them to become British citizens. In this case, you are not making application under the standard provision where the parent is registering the child because at the time the child was born, they didn't have settlement or indefinite. And after the child was born, the parent has become settled. So they want to rely on their settlement status to register the child. That's not the argument here. The argument is that the child doesn't need their parents.
Oh, okay.
So this is the child's own right.
That's no. Like, hold on, Bibao.
Okay.
Now there's a little confusion here. The child doesn't need the parent, but the parent may be paying for the fee.
Right, okay, so we are looking at who qualifies.
Okay, good.
Whether the person needs support to be able to go through or not. Under the provisions of Section 1 of the British Nationality Act, we know that if a child was born, and at the time the child was born in the UK, the mother or the father was British or settled, then the child is automatic citizen. You don't need to do anything. All you have to do is to do passport for the child if you want.
Okay.
However, if at the time the child was born, and it's time factor, at the time the child was born, that relevant date of birth, if the mother or the father, so the mother, father, both of them, because the child can rely on one of them. If both parents or one of the parent, if it's just a single parent, if none of them has settled status or British citizenship, then that child takes after the parents' nationality. So you were born to a family of Ghanaians, and therefore you were a Ghanaian. You were born to parents of Zimbabweans, therefore you were a Zimbabwean, and so on and so forth. But if you were born and at the time your mother, father, or both of them had settlement or British citizenship, then you automatically become British citizen. So the child is born today. Today, the 14th of May. Today, the 14th of May, the mother has made an application already, but the indefinite leave to remain decision has not come yet. Or naturalization has not, but let's say indefinite, because that one comes before the other. So indefinite leave to remain has not come yet. Then tomorrow, 15th of May, decision comes. Madam has been granted indefinite leave to remain. But child was born yesterday, just
before.
Or Bantemwa or Kenkakra, and Kayabono as a British citizen. But because we are preparing Waba. Santi Wabadia. Time or buyer not on my me and settled.
And yes, settled.
And I said, papa, if I said parent, and yes, settled. Because on yes settled in tea. My papa Colano and so efa ne mama and I said ne papa ne citizenship, I Ghanaian or whatever country. But 15th of May, the next day, my mino enya settled status. So auntie, my mino Baka said, now I'm going to make application for my child born yesterday to become British citizen by registration. So that's the difference. So you apply for registration for the child on the basis that whilst the child was still a child, I became settled, and therefore I want to register my child to become British citizen.
And after how many years?
For
the child?
The child has to be a child, and therefore up until the child turns 18. Exactly.
Right.
Now, we are looking at instances where the mother is not taking this approach to go through the registration for the child. Or the child, if can speak, will say that, Mommy or Daddy, I don't want you to help me. I will help myself. Because I have lived in the UK, born in the UK, and now I'm 10 years old. So this child is making an application with the support of the parents, saying that 10 years of my life, I've been living in the UK. I was born in the UK, and therefore I have formed private life in the UK. Private life on the basis of my association in my community or with the community, family, and so on and so forth. Then the person makes the application. Obviously, the parents will be helping the child to make the application. So what does the child need? We are not talking about the parents, where the parent will say, this is my bank statement, this is my pay slips, this is my that. This time the child is saying, this is my evidence of 10 years existence in the UK since birth. So we are starting from date of birth. So let's go through the discussion. What will you produce to confirm your birth?
Okay. So your birth certificate?
Yes. So evidence number 1, birth certificate. That's the starting point.
Okay.
Yeah, we will make that way. Then we count forward 10 years. What do you have to show each year? So what you Chrome has say?
Akwala onye juma. Untia bills. Inti then no debe evidence say 10 years year bia me evidence ni. What would the child do? Right.
It's akwala way you register with GP. You need appointment. Akwala you will know health visitors bafie for some time. Document no ewo ho. You will akwala GP you register no all the time you had no kono. At the time you hear no GP amanya evidence say akwala over the period no you register with any parents at neighbor for appointment and checkups. When we produce medical record and it's a report ni na it show different years. Akwala ebrasun so called nursery, reception, primary school. She said we did 10 years. So we go through the mail of education. 10 years no more or less or year 5, year 4, depending on time we are planning year 1. Into our primary school evidence, school work.
Okay.
School terminal report. Parent evening notices. Letters from school to parents. Because they will say parent of blah 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 blah. The child name is there. It doesn't matter the addresses the child has lived at, but we're looking at the date and the name of the child, and that document that the information is recorded on.
Okay. Inti say menya school letter, parent evening notices, GP letter,
medical report.
Medical report. Can I get anything from my church, for instance?
So the church can support, but you are not making a discretionary application.
Okay.
Where you say it will be unreasonable for the child to be removed from the UK because of church association with the church and so on and so forth. Previously, under qualifying child provision, if the child 7 years, you are making an application, they will say that it will be unreasonable. At the moment, we say 7 years, you can register the child to have indefinite. And it will be unreasonable not to grant. So then we can have a lot of
those are pieces of evidence.
Let's call them secondary evidence to support the child's claim. But this one, it's set in stone, checklist.
Okay.
The birth certificate, HSC Awomewaha, point 1, the child must be born in the UK. My GP report, HSC, every year, and most of the times, you know, you make GP, a report, a printing in our mommy. Nurses, health way for mobile for the first few years now. Every year, we call school, no, at least every term, no, year activity, and I say every week, year activity. Yeah, Makwanya, and I say, we call the next class, who says, Chrome hand, oh, call the next class, and they are terminating the amount. Yeah. This is your folder.
Your folder, now the call.
Now the call. So I folder, no, ever why. In your may won't be a date was so. What's our planety or your activity? Wow, well done. Your maths report, your activity. Where's our work? Nina, data was important. Because you are proving that Akwalano will chrome her, co school had the work in here. Akwalano pictures with school, picture of Akwalano hall, all those things, you know, are very vital. Where there's a gap, then the parent will have to find explanation to that gap. And gap will be Akwalano yet not baby for some period, and therefore instead of 10 years, you know, there is a lag of a year or 2 or whatever. In Tianono, we have to find a way to fill that gap.
Okay. Inti obi ewo ho or say me de ba ko Ghana kakra for an experience. Be obenya the cultural experience. Ebi mu kra so quoted unquote. Yeah, twakwala na so because na so yɛ de nti onkonkotane na nanom ho kakra ewo Ghana. In that gap and that space, you know, how would a parent explain that?
It depends on the nature of that absence. If the child was away for a period on holiday, we all go on holidays. So if the child was away for, let's say, 4 months, 5 months, 6 months back,
that's reasonable.
That's reasonable. If the child
although I did not quite Ghana, so didn't it? Not Ghana about 3 years.
I get a point. But the point here is that we have sent the child away, and the child absence has been necessitated by a good reason.
Okay.
Good reason. If the good reason is that when the child was sent away or yare seriously, then medical attention had to be sought. Whilst there, not it takes so long, then you have evidence to support it. There, that's good reason.
Okay.
Until akwala now, then only has a period, I'm at 10 years, so that's why then
Okay.
So I want to believe that people do because the children tend to stay longer because of health reasons.
Okay.
I want to believe so. So the parent will be able to explain that, then supported by relevant evidence, then that will bridge the gap. Say, yes, akwala no onti ha, but for whatever happened, nka obewa ha say.
Akwala ko outside of the UK, there is the high commissions and the embassies in the various countries. Semede akwala ko Ghana, all in the name of gathering evidence here. Me kwa na ma report to high commission and say, for some reason, I want to get the child imbibe via Ghanaian culture into a sort of as a way of informal education. Can I do that and use that as an evidence and say, Akwala for a year or two, not only UK?
So, you see, we are looking at that good intention, vis-a-vis the provision for registering a child based on their private life, 10 years.
Okay.
The provision is that a child must have been born and lived here. Any absence must be good reason.
Okay.
So if it is the fact that because of lack of cultural understanding in certain things, and it's affecting the child's behavior and well-being, and there's good reason to take the child away to learn that, so that when they come back, they'll be able to behave as responsible citizens, then that might be a good reason.
No, I also might. So does it mean say whoever is considering the application might want to look at that subjectively?
Exactly, because it is not part of the provision or the evidence you need. And rather say you should have lived here 10 years of your life.
Okay.
And so the question is say, who are her and I say who ha? Who are her? Then I just say who are her? Who her? And they won't mean kind and count. So who her? Now a good reason say no who her. So I make we are there's no way you could have been here. Say you do call holiday now kwa yare. That should be a good reason.
Okay.
Cultural senior was society for whatever reason, that might be a good reason, but we have to then raise that point for the caseworker to consider, giving the reason for that.
Okay. The evidences we need, yes, but we're looking at absence. Any time one to me explaining so what's now continuously for 10 years. Now, in a situation where I'm providing convincing evidence, say 10 years no ebreki because of XYZ, na yanji antuma, one, would the application be refused? And now say it was say you counted from baby ebreki, you don't know another 10 years.
Right. So I'm rather say yawa krana hawatna ha when watna ha 10 years, especially first 10 years of their lives. So or train already 10 years are no idea or an application. So that there was always reason for sending the child abroad for relatively longer period than usual. And if that reason is there, you have to raise it.
Okay.
Even when you send the application with all the evidence you have adduced, the caseworker will come and ask, say, we noticed there is a gap. Can you explain this? What do you have to show? And so I'm out a chance to explain. I'm out a chance to prove why. But maybe it's evidence no but we need a fast no one family. Then you give explanation. There are instances we give explanations supported by evidence, and they say, okay, that's fine, then they grant it.
Okay.
It is the intention for moving the child from the UK elsewhere. And most of the time, holiday, then sickness will kick in, and any other factor. For example, bia onana no atene okose no omo ye holiday no odi holiday won nchen no bia we film.
Okay.
It's very emotional circumstance. Nti sa enunti akwala no ebro no akobro so a the case worker is a human being who will be able to understand. So, but for this no akwala baba back abeto na brabo so. Okay.
So we're looking at gathering evidence.
Gathering evidence.
Yenya birth certificate, yenya educational records, yenya health records. Something to explain, Sebia, 10 years, a breaky along the line, and these are the reasons. Before we will hope you are here. Now, then I would pose the further question, say, if I'm not able to get these things, would they affect it negatively? Do I need all, or one may be enough?
Yo, me da bebre. Sena about private life application, evidence or fact sensitive. When I will make an application, we claim that what's now had 10 years.
Yeah.
And I say 20 years, so a year. And if you claim, you must support your claim.
Okay.
And since I can claim that what's now had 10 years, also didn't you swear then eba. The parent no be sheni na why then or the ama. Now, more often than not, school will be able to say the child was admitted to this school on this date and has been since that time been a pupil or a student here. Then that piece of evidence is supporting the fact that I am person maybe 7 years because I was at school 7 years. The school lecturer said from here to end then akwala no ho. Nti you calculate here one piece of evidence we can make an argument to cover that long period.
Okay.
Nti so when you be before fraud and support it's always good to have corroborative evidence. But so evidence no enso you have to then argue more why this one is still enough.
Okay.
To make that application. And I will be say ekobasa wenya enough.
Yeah.
Na obenya no e best one. Imagine you have one piece of evidence, GP report. From birth to age of 11. The same GP and say to mo printing medical report and say GP report yamao bundle. All those years are there. That's enough.
Okay.
But you've been able to prove that Kolana had 10 years plus the birth certificate.
So, in effect, what it is if you have any evidence, anything relating to your akwadano, the upbringing, any idea, these pieces of information, documents, I won't call them evidence at this point because we here saw the baby. These pieces of document should be kept for Dachinti. For long time sake.
Let's call it the journal of the child's life. So you've got to document it. Yeah. Kolano beye kasiye dachi bi na omako fani na aye kama. Enya no aya na space nti entimi nki bebre. But the point we are making is who person register kolano based on one right.
Right.
And your right must be supported.
Okay.
And to be a beboa with case biano, ubetumi yusu. Ebetumi class kolano involved in church activities. I am a certificate of performance at church, Sunday school.
Which obviously will have a date on it.
Date and name on it. And not just date and name keke. Location, so Kweka date and name dear, kebet me akwase sabi wo abroad aba. But address is also relevant. It say school when say school attendance report 100% attendance. The school ni logo ebo so kama. Na teacher ba kwa assign kama. Say asori nso asori no din be wo baby. They will know say asori we asori ewo England or UK.
Okay.
All those pieces are important. So picture cry. You bet me who akolano. So picture no they should have date and location. Because picture there, and yet primary evidence, but it can support in a way.
In a way.
So akwala ni call school trip onuni. Year program onuni. All these things with date and location. Which you can use them.
Okay. Yeah, well, you be the text about na ansana no mema Kevin Asamoah Akwaba. Kevin, thank you very much for joining us. Now let's pick up this text. But you can also bring in your question, your concern, and we'll pick that one up and give it to Lawyer for handling. We'll say good afternoon. Thank you for all you're doing for the Ghanaian community. I have a question based on registering a child. Outside marriage in Ghana. When I was on a spousal visa in the UK after 2 years of the child being born in Ghana, got my indefinite leave to remain in the UK. At the time of making our application for indefinite leave, I didn't know I had a child in Ghana, as it was a one-off fantasy in Ghana. So I stated I had no child on my indefinite leave application. The child is 8 years now in Ghana. Does this child qualify for citizenship by registration? Meaning, senior lawyer, papa, and senior in case by so many people have found themselves in there. Obehuaya womoana yedi akwalabi aba. Sebi akwalabi wa hu na nima unse photocopy ni. U deny ye. But you didn't know. At that time, said now your application, you didn't even put it on there. Now it has come up. In this situation, it will be say akwala no wadi 8. Obetimi qualify because you no na or you settled. Papa ni settled.
Yo.
Even though he didn't know something about.
All right. You were akwala ya won wo UK. Na you were akwala ya won wo abroad. Branda mi koti ya no ase wo akwala wo krom ha. Na at the time of their birth.
Now you're settled.
Now Nya ye can say whilst be at the time of their birth now we need be no we be settled no but you register because akwala no e wo won chain but akwala wa outside minim time onya no e fe ne say or cause settle is on a settlement me boa but you name say wa ye no citizenship so ne ade a okuta naturalization. I'll say the child 8 years can a child apply qualify for citizenship for registration. Is that Akwala is in Ghana? Akwala no ewa Ghana.
Yeah.
Into Akwala no ewa.
Nipa o de eba say if you don't mind, come on the phone and possibly be aware. So mind there, you can come on the phone. Nanka but the worker and it said
Akwala no Ghana.
I had a child outside marriage in Ghana when I was on a spousal visa in the UK. After 2 years of the child being born in Ghana, and unya the indefinite leave to remain in the UK. Let's just say,
and the child is 8 years now in Ghana.
In Ghana, let's say
Ghana still. Okay. So Akwala no ewa abroad, oni krom ha. In that conversation here, Akwala omo krom ha. Akwala mo wa abroad no so conversation is different.
Okay.
So time wa akwala no na owone indefinite citizenship no a. Mind you, akwala no even though wa abroad no you say time ya wo akwala no parent no say akwala no automatic what citizen. So you have to show say na wa ye naturalization. But from senior okay, time or work no na ono angasa omenya ne citizenship yet. And the nature say akwala no ntumi ngina opapa so. Say na me papa a citizen ntumi ngina no so. Na maje overseas passport or my overseas passport application. Nti eno no den out. Papa we ya can asemi ne ba no but papa we wo settled status wo krom ha. The person will be saying, "Make me register me by automatically." Senior, you design komoyi ana. Nebe woman say, "Akwala no betumi ayi aba joining no." Akwala no betumi ayi aba joining no. Akwala no ba ne nchen wie a, no we make application to register the child born abroad by living here.
That's a different matter.
That's a different matter.
From the discussing.
From the discussing. And it's also a different matter from overseas passport application for the child. So, you work on or Nankasa, okuta ni way dadadia akwala ya wo na tum sanja akwala no be say me papa citizen santi me application overseas even though me were abroad no me overseas application aje passport because me am a citizen dada so I don't need to become citizen again. The papa make my overseas passport application but we want to me yet because time we won e ba no na ono angasa no onwie ne de you move to the next one.
Okay.
Obey na waye I just say akwala na ba.
Okay.
Abe kan in nsa wa say. We make argument say me ba no me wo no abroad. But say o me nchen e wo krom ha. Ebra me ne ye ka say o me nchen wo krom ha o ya akwala because bia we di 8, we di 10, we di 18 year. Something be say me application. Emma me bay. Then you betumi aye put in discretionary application to register the child based on the fact say akwala no ya akwala ya wo na abrochire and na oni any suitability issues or criminal issues then the Secretary of State will consider that application.
Okay.
Now na ye ka no wo ha no ne say papa see on ya sure so betumi approve say ne ba no that's another issue. Okay. So raise here. Say one night stand. So I can't even tell. Say one, I am a ba. Then number two, me raise my application pen. Man can woman say I am a ba. And it a big deal because I wouldn't him. But you see, how do you prove say we ban no? So your DNA.
A better compulsory.
Say DNA may come. So prove say ne ban no.
And I say for or no, every money case I identity. You better advise on your DNA, but. Would it be a requirement from Home Office to say to prove so about your DNA?
Right. It's as we always say, it is your case, and you have to prove your case.
Okay.
So now and yes, sir. Now on the mammy or hoa, now or coffee cra on any war maternity, your money are dear no hospital record be or just in the DNA. That will be so. Until I don't even know when or who said the banano. But let's assume so. Who said the banano? Maybe 5 years or the apologity 5 years. In the past 3 years, when you send a banana or yana said, dear say, Papa. But no means one financial society or what. That's a different matter. My argument in the say, me bay after the man who said me bay. Made to me, I and Yamepes as a semi man as father. You can make application under 297 for Nkwala, paragraph 297. Say akwalai me pese oba na obeden obeka mensa but one na so prove so responsibility any exceptional family circumstances yama no aya eden ya kan ho asem no because say akwalai ne ba wo nchen na wa ba wie no wugina so eden eye ne wo beye.
Okay.
Enti yenue it might be some more things wo ho a opesen ko eden. Okay. Nti Mark, a bad advice say, but Modiana bohu frey na ye shishomu ye na yehu na why be or more to me. Yeah,
but still, if you would want to join us on the program, yes, you have the chance to call because it be your baby activity lines. No, number ID Ejumano 07399 4208468 07399208468 and I'll be send the text at the Amayan 07950 422780 07950 422780. Now, before I pick up the call, you share in Francisca or say Zambrano application, is it still a good one?
Right. The law allows for Zambrano applications. And therefore, it's not a matter of whether it's a good application. Is it a valid application? Okay. Yes. If you make Zambrano application after a King Senya ruling, it's a valid application. However, check to make sure that you meet the Zambrano requirements.
Okay. Which would be?
Which will be that, one, akwalano wo na we primary carer or joint primary carer.
Okay.
Akwalano washeno for the first 5 years or at least 5 years. Akwalano obia ni ho apart from yourself. Obetumi a step in asheno ya kase wo yemfa ma wonti ko kromu a.
Okay.
This is a best obi or a British citizen, and as obi or was settled indefinite status there, and the obi or apart from who, Santi, you can say no to you. There is a carer for the child.
Okay.
So those are the nitty-gritty with Zambrano. And so consider person contemplate Zambrano, you can consider that. So with 2.5, you can still consider Zambrano application. But we don't advise that we ignore with 2.5 no. Say we necessarily renew one. You go ahead and renew, but whilst you are looking at the Zambrano. And again, you have to prove with evidence say over that period now we'll make an application for Zambrano no. Wash one we carer for akwala no ne didiemu ne bibia evidence e wo ho a wo de bema.
Okay. 020812311016 a number. So and with me afre 0739920848 or send a text to 0795042278. Yawini ababa ko or say I'm watching all the way from Ghana. Naya that's yame insure. We abo hapa. You gonna to say and then our temperature was what 23?
Yeah, it's quite high.
It's quite high. Lawyer didn't couldn't into a shirt white. Mami engfa text we and so well, maybe I may not get the chance to put it on air. But young or say why yeah okay, I mean for calling because we're being interrupting me texting into me for calling. Hello?
Yeah, hello, Minyabema.
Oh, Nama Yeti.
Papa.
Nana, baby, I want to
Me say, and then me car light mabu bonde oh who quite.
Okay. But my Yeti way.
Me check phone na. More line na Cubia. Last man pacha me chiao.
Pacha ya jo super. Bibia bokode.
We dey adomon kwa.
Okay.
With a quick one based on an you can say, Obi bisa say, na say, Nebano, Abra, on any call, you know. Now no nibi, and now any bano call Ghana. And I say no, I didn't need it. Crano, I could try America cra, Sana Mami, or ya no nibi. Say, I could debate 2 years or ewo Ghana na okofa ni akra na oni bi ni passport ni bibie ni enti no obede akofa akwala na ba o so ya application wa ha sesi a wenye bi talk because akra no wo no wa ha e no ne koye enti no obi sa so obede akofa akwala na ba
is that yeah wo okay like my fan so maybe as a further explanation of this say wo akwada e wo krom ha na wo for enibia there's still evidence be a Optimico hospital and now say one way or the other the person or the young Akolan baby has found his name or her name onto the record somehow into or evidence or one but on all my men and now say parents no munibi emu and I the Akolana copy or Ghana say okwa kofa no de naba or ba Akolano initial birth record no e UK inti sa Akolano be qualify
Yo me da say. Let me reiterate. Emrani say.
Okay.
Emrani say a child born in the UK and has lived in the UK for the first 10 years of their lives has formed private life.
Okay.
And can make application to the Secretary of State to be considered for registration. That's the main discussion. Now, BBC say, Baba me banwa ya wonu wa habat ya na kwatina baby. Or ba obey then or ba. Or which me use the birth certificate, not the room one. Yes, sir.
Well, that's part of it.
Right. Now, when we start collect krum hakrano, I'll get a birth certificate or all the evidence for the 9 years of their lives, even the 10th year of their life. No. So we could have visa, no call amanonia. Who call krum there? You don't need a visa anyway.
And you
can't.
Me, what a word is of no effect now.
Well, at the end of the day, no, say uniha, so what how obey your application, no. But until na bebre no, say mo de nkwala no call. Na nkwala na ntumi amba for a long time na ya me ya do no no anya ne dia. Na wa ye 297 applications afi me kofa me ba na ye den aba. Yan sakwala no e kono. And so what they can okuta ni citizenship that they are British anyway. okokokokokoko obetumi haba tina omutumi di 18 19 pe na o akọ embassy na say yade ma be share ha say na yade akola na yade aba because we British but when you British na we Ghanaian or any other country for that matter for that parent into we hoho na wo ko okrom na wo ba back it doesn't matter say ya wo ha there should be reason to enter.
Okay.
Inti saa ye mami obi sasa asem we ana se ye nua obi sasa asem we so no nyame adum we onya 2.5 ana se wonya settled ana se ne owo no a obetumi agina no so ay application ma akola na iden aba with a visa leave to remain se ne ono wo no to bawia ya share conversation no
asemi besi akọ
but ontumi nka se ye wo no ha we did 10 years it doesn't matter baby odi no enti oye bi
Canada. Okay. Me person me Kyle say obetumi send a voice note at their fire WhatsApp number no 07950 and also say opa obetumi afre or send a text. Lawyer in or the previous one number and I think say or the follow up at the abba or say I'm currently at work so can't talk. Okay, yeah, I understand. I've used an approved DNA lab on the Home Office website last year, and the results proved that I am the dad. Okay. At the time he was born, I was on spousal visa only. Only got my indefinite after 2 years of the child being born. Now, if I want to make an application for the child to join me, do I make it a visit visa first? Then after he's joined, I make the lawyer, like you change it, as stated under paragraph 297. On your family route visa application, right from Ghana and now set
yeah, straight away. Okay. So my application said the bano ever settle with him. But he has to prove say akwalano obi ani ho a wo hwe no sa period no no ewo krom ha no a akwalano nkwa na wo Ghana no. So what is the mother? What are the other family members? So we're talking about sole responsibility.
Okay.
He has to prove sole responsibility, and he has to prove the other limb, the F limb, which is compelling and exceptional family circumstances. Compelling and serious family circumstances, that makes the exclusion of the child from the UK undesirable.
Okay.
And how do you prove? Say, my minu ni ho. So, which may prove say, akwalano, no, blah, blah, blah. Mamino for whatever reason, only maybe a war pair for nation or there's evidence to prove that everything our or type question a bano pictures nadia or where just the sun a tear. Now or evidence to say a colony situation I dire. So when you uncle for number be bet to noir and so yeah something or me to imagine as to say, oh, colon mammy war a ho. Big deal, sir. Akwara nkra bibia ni ho a ebe ha adwen ntenya big deal sir but brain no mo ye 297 application ye gina so refuse pa ye so responsibility ni compel exceptional family circumstances
okay.
No, E and F no of paragraph 297 no e din krofo nya pa
okay
nti I always advise say and I suggest say ubeto obo ase na why ye because our person ko fa akwara no ba I don't think say person for next month this and then now be decide say person
no. You would have prepared
a year ago. No why share evidence anywhere nyina no why tumi then agada. But quickly no wo de kotumu and na ya na nyoma ahyehya so aso de me fantum sa no mo ejina so sa e refuse.
I saw the tum sa de ejina so sa. Okay. Yeah well of front so what I think you cut back to say is generating a lot of follow-up questions. How can that child come back to the UK without having a passport, according to Maniti's question?
Well, Akolani need passport. Akolani has to enter with a passport, Ghanaian passport.
Ghanaian passport, man.
Akolani a Ghanaian.
Okay.
Because time walk no a Ghanaian. So now parents no one know the call.
That's right.
So a Ghanaian. Until we are Ghana and now will buy UK. And anyway, nobody can travel without a passport. So passport is a standard requirement. And that part, the next question is, Krona will cost no, then I would quite which is the leave to remain or the visa. In the passport or akwalado one no Ghana passport.
Okay.
And now near all the bano nia or my me and so papa wa ha original so a baby I settle with them.
Oh, okay.
So the parent will have to make an application for the child.
See, you grant visa na fine and granting so then you can go through the processes of appeal and the rest of it.
Of course.
Okay.
That is why it's important to say evidence now is strong from the beginning. With the view say court to cry, court to be who say, oh, you met the requirement. I didn't know or more enhuna or more cancer baby.
Okay. Samensa, Dokasadom, and all the other ones joining as a CP. And I offer it in crying, Yami, in Sherajua, and Nextina Safo, Abibu, Munina, was so Araba Checha, also so Yada CP. Your voice notes, Waha, and T. Mepe say, Medebeto so na fe lawyer, Aboy, na yeti senior city, na waya no dear my.
Good afternoon, Kune lawyers no ever so na him answer upon me. With the next question program it doesn't have anything to do with the question I'm gonna ask, but I still have to ask anyway. Mr. Wu, yeah, application. Someone last year like me, last year June to Home Office. Minya respond let me talk for myself anyway. Minya respond and it's not me alone. A lot of my friends are saying the same. 1 year, next year, not 1 year. Next month, sorry. Next month is not 1 year. And I don't know what is going on. It's next 1 year away. No, as soon as someone year or imagine someone the baby. But why in every man now say we still have to wait for another 2 years. Because I don't know what is going on here. Why? If I'm sure mom should make a cry, meet him. I mean, Shaman, I won't come. Bye.
My understanding is
Matthias.
well,
yeah.
okay.
Yeah. So I will start from the second part. Second part, and say, I could cherry say no, or more about my credit to me, and no more the 1 year. Or more about the bread, or more about 2.5 years.
Starting from
time when we issue, you know. But maybe some way issue in the and some way issue in there, and some way issue Monday. Date on may issue no a year valid from.
okay.
Then we work out the 2.5 years
From there.
So they will calculate and give you the validity date up to.
Okay.
Now, so that is the second part. The first part is say it almost 1 year. Next month, 1 year. At the year. And you will go through idea away. It's become a phenomenon where application standard a year 6 months. You see, abro. You see, I more can say, move to 24 to more than more air cano because when we say Ukraine and Russia into kwano enti ama aban ekwihia say ohwe humanitarian support or the bama sankrofo no
okay
santi case working support ni nyina no a shifty ekodi sa side no can say asylum processes into mu process asylum applications more than the normal ones.
Okay.
Inti nipa dodo na is omo ye normal ones no. Omo adwin na ide ekodi eho.
Ekodi eho.
Santi no mo kan say yente ase na yehu say bro no kra no a ache no ebeche kakra aka ho. That is one way aba.
Inti ne 1 year no more worry p because ebetimi ache bi waka.
Nyina ya worried, but that is what they are saying. However, you can still email them to say what they are June 2021. Their general standard says 6 months. Abro sa santi affective bebre. Into say say the bank na obeti omonka. Ombe email na ebia omaka chiro say Ukraine nti ya botre. And I say ombe email no waka chiro say oma respond. No omaka just say yeah do one among. Omonka exactly when
na time no mo de be email na no mo from process application
so email will be for no be the litigation team will pick it up and deal with it we go to the litigation team and the case workers also tell me baby
okay
I tell people say it's sad though but inside and applications now no you know online until let's look at this picture me per se me painty application na ekọ port no mu no obi ade ne de eba I say lottery balls. Now, be a 14 million and I say 20 million application a boom. And now, Crawford no me will be a quite no way we could give back. Now I hear where Juma. And I say, yeah, I distribute to me 1,000, will be in 2,000, will be in 10,000. 10,000 in draw a dean more. This way be more as when we deal with. And they will even look at a dean. I got a teacher or market script. Marks questions no all share now market answers. And you need to buy into a year. No, I shall say so. I hear where Juma. I want no me who ni pakrono. I want no me who son one or yeah, and as a lawyer no yeah. I feel no me who document in BBI okay. I feel no me so I born in San Juan. I feel no me so with BBI. Or me yeah all those checks new year. No masha say. So me who say BBI kemua no I dey. Ya to nkra say BBI kemua fabra na say. Until say nipa ba pick back no. Obi anim na ekoso. Nti sometimes I do say mpaibo so hia. Because you could eat and Kayi would ye. So what I say, Obi Yan the intentum naba, Obi Sini
Obi were cartons, Obi Kahimary.
And many are and American say, so one of your application, just make a request to them, my friend of Pap. Pap and say, yes, sir, quite the same, so I know. Yeah, no, sir. So maybe I know, oh, yes, wait, oh, yes, wait, oh, yes, wait. And they are quite the same. Power no woman crying either. Alcohol. But it gives some level of satisfaction to the client.
At least only himself,
yes, sir.
Yeah, don't baby.
Don't baby.
Okay.
Man, be a me, administrative review, man, na USS application. April 26, 2001. I'm the two up to end there. Almost every
2001?
Week. Yes. Almost every week.
And now 21?
Sorry, 2021.
2001, yes, and
2021. 2021, a year abroad. But still, no. Administrative review, I almost say, within almost standard 28 days. 28 days now. 1 year. Every time, now me send the email. Oh, client and I are stressed. Client and I say, client. I'm going to say, okay, bear with us. On this occasion, it's going to be. You see.
I'm calling so many so hello, good evening.
Yeah, hello. Many of them I mean bimo.
Na mami anyway.
Mami koso.
Okay.
Yeah, home office yet sadly no. Because we share the whole thing now. It's working in some way, it's not working in some other way. My main trim kofa o yere ana ukunu ana obusi ni free Ghana. We share process I will go through no. Sisi a check. Meanwhile no wo krom ha. Utia tax. Into what utia tax now already you contributing to the economy no. Because say a share on them. Nienti American is say. Omo nkofa wo krom aye application tax is your mode Ukraine for abeye sabotage delays abe. Ye applications be ma nurses for ni carers for. Ade enche omo clearance go through the nurses they take you almost 7 days to ya mo visa ya process your visa omo ba ana no mo de ndi ya ni temtem sa na mo a ye wo krom ha dada na ye theater na ya application over a year ye fi yen
Mama reason being tried.
Well, you are right. But you see, as soon as you are doing the benkum na eden, oje.
But
even though mo dem run a year juma.
O baba pempem na ahye beko mu den. Na mo kwan se menye dem pe.
But na wo mu ni say, we say even had there no kra no, conform mo ye premium application no, 24 hours na decision aba. Obi tia premium no. Okobo ne nsa anopa. Enimre na decision aba. Sada no because we tia premium. Obisuko economy. They are man 1 glass of juice. First class. They are more super treat. So what just here? Say na obibeke say ade omo ton ade na wo I don't know. Some ton, some ye hwehwe ni mo, some ye den. But yeah, tete. Because senior yema me can say, omo ye skilled applications or more backroom have a buano.
Acquire near the moment.
Acquire no more independent meeting requirements in one year, because some here won't have a age, mamma. And I'm confident on much premium, so much super, more money. So, and I think we encourage people when making an application to consider if they can afford, consider the premium. However, as it is, no, your train say, oh, my year, yes, so my year, no, no, be an idiot won't be no, aba. Even appeals, uncle, for winning, baby, to animal.
Okay, 0, mommy, but you're worrying. Oh, okay. Or they are so. You were text messages, kakra, ewaha. Your bako, I was screen, so my main fat and so. So, because someone told me that they have refused the Zambrano, that's what I want to know from July 1. Mr. Sawan TM3 lawyer for Papa. Don't take it as gospel. Okay, Mr. Crawford, it's me more information.
I think me clarify yenye. Yes, also be catchers here refuse to need dear. To no person who say is it because the I'm running here humanity you refuse to know na. It be a nipa no anka reason for refusal no. Nipa no might have done the right application, but we qualify for Zambrano because we meet requirements, and I say evidence, anchor.
Okay.
And the reason for refusal is different from whether the application was valid or not.
Okay.
That's the point I want to make.
Okay. All right. We also as a nana of written crime lawyer or chow.
Yo, Mr. Forey, me Josu.
Okay.
We
are Jews. So no, the child was sent abroad under the age of 10. So how can that child come back to the UK to apply for his or her passport? I'm still not clear.
Well, we didn't say the child will come and apply for passport. We said that a child can make application with the support or the mother, the parent who is here, will make application for the child to join them based on what they have. And normally in Kuala application, you make under paragraph 297. And I say nipa show say or sole responsibility. And also shows that Kuala will compel an exceptional family, serious and compelling family circumstances. Say I'm UK, I'm a joining ne papa and send them a ne Ghana no one bet me ahano na brebo bet me crama newu.
Okay.
And yes, I no babaji passport or back to settle with the mother or the father or what settlement were hano. And akwala no the man no or ba ne papa and send them a media na ahwe so near the ide.
Okay.
And obamu no na mbro no elko depending on ya or then we take it from there until so I citizen or go through the citizenship process.
Okay. ENTS our voice note.
Hello, good afternoon. Mpacho mechia monyina. Mpacho maybe quick question bio for me brother. Mpacho wo me bra no okra a Belgium passport into your uni. Ena or settle status. Enti nanse ya nanka oko apply for ejuma bi na oye ejuma ba em so jaye ejuma no na wasamba back or ba be pay ejuma ye na mo bisa no for shared code ye enti shared code no number ni email na or the settle status no say on use sa number ni bi me na email no so like password no on kai password no. Enti ontimenye shared code no enti I don't know then no beti me ayem paucho me deserve one advice me that senior mention thank you bye.
Was it voice note?
Voice note.
Right. I thought
very clear.
Okay, yo yenya or the asemi be say and buy. I was looking for a scenario.
Okay.
Let me just go straight to the point. Now, how can I say, share code door pino, ayira?
Yeah, basically.
To me, be a door.
To me, the door.
Man, well, to me, I could code in a dining room. The door must be opened to access the code.
Except for Naira.
Ayira. Why not this for baba? Tina Kobasa, just a frank of phono. USS Resolution Center for no. Of from one, no, I can say. Me and my application, email address number there, no, me kai me password no. Even email scroll no, one kai password you can reset and emails, general emails.
You move baby we email address no cry wait me feel.
I'll say password no kai. That's why I say password.
I say email phone no or the application in need check.
Phone okay.
We need password no, we need email no.
All right, but just
say what just an watch no pa.
Just a password in on kai. So emails so on kai yeah. Unfortunately no. Because say yam one on pai boom na yami.
No, on to me and
resolution center
no. Probably they can take some details of him or her. I between your boy say who was Miss Winnie into be our details are already reading.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So fref or one, no I can say on one or an application on kai bibia email address no dey on kai. Na phone is wire. And you must send you code cra about send to me.
Okay.
To measure then they will look at going into it and resetting it for him or her themselves. Maybe a maji bibia na akọ no ani dimu. Because when you say omo ya be call original email address and I said telephone number no use you anything. Why can't you cry natural? So it's not a matter of saying say give a check and give us the code number so that we can unlock it to get the share code for you. Minkai minim until they will have to find a solution technically to deal with any situation.
Oh, okay. 0795042270 and no a year text number and now say over 0739920848. Kai say any BWF Solicitors in penny for and AD and Komwe and AD whom come or say what evidence do I need to register my child to become British citizen based on the child's private life. Over 0739920848 and now say 0208 1231016. Waiting a question on the Ayedi Home Komwe and also say any other thing you want to put across to the lawyer na ode aba. You share any question or say is Home Office implementing court decisions the same as new applications that last for 6 months per Home Office guidance?
Right. So court decisions, I say a in-country application you refuse any pande court until your train my decision on what man will come here and now say out of country abroad and now or apply for entry clearance into or train now visa no diaba. Now once the court decides and allows the appeal, Home Office will be notified and granted some more agile to mono. Kanenwa in Kahono within a short few days and let's say weeks, no more I inviting him for passport and visa.
Okay.
But you see, no because say affected bibia ninti. Some microphone or more normal visa say microphone or more so no more appeal the process appeals the no. And more or less obia be Johnny Q no be.
Oh, okay.
Just to answer your question, say some microphone or more so no more way no. Yes. Others some more outside visas. And that's more inside and more
in country, no.
In country, no. Both EU there and immigration standard rule there, no. Because of problem there, cause see, even before Ukraine, can almost issue or COVID. And I feel the Ukraine aba. COVID be so Ukraine.
COVID ajina home kaka.
Ukraine.
Okay.
But Nipano, I mean, we still keep pushing with the PAPs. As I said, the PAPs, as I say, no power woman.
Akofo kaka. Na sayaba nti yenhwe bia na questions be amount for the amana.
Yes. When you are saying, my first question, my ministry okay, but when you answer me, no, to be some say, a clan on your passport waha. Na on
but na hold on. Akola na wo he?
Akola na Ghana sisia.
Hold on na me hwe se meti ase a. Akola no ye wo no waha.
Ye wo no waha.
Na ne maame enni bibia. Okay?
Enni bibia.
Ya anye passport ama akola no onni British passport.
Daddy.
And you didn't call Ghana.
Yeah,
For Akwalani to be able to enter Ghana from the UK means to say, or you Ghana because we call Ghana, we hear passport.
Nti why passport? Ama Akwalani man for Ghana.
Or you then passport ne man.
Or your Ghana passport.
Very good. Into okuta Ghana passport. Nti oba baka. Obe use Ghana passport. No waje visa di abomo di aba UK. As Akwala obe joining the parent. But you say. Akwala obe joining the parent. Say parent no. Lawyer, I think I'm right. Say ne maami kuta 2.5. Nti so or the 2.5 no kwa kofa ne baba. Or kofa ne baba joining no say or no wo 2.5. Na Akwala no so obe start is 2.5 journey ni bi.
Oh, okay. Say senior no so bisa me no nto bisa say nka mama yemfa passport na free Ghana mbra no apply.
The Akwalani ni hands
the passport no am na ba ya de bra wan. Come am ntimi you pass on you su passport no krom ha. Akwalani na ya ne dia nti on Akwalani so you su. Unless o kasa Akwalani wa ha say ba passport ne ko di Ghana nti yemfa mbra na ya kasa okay and dia mo fa mbra. Ba Akwalani wa Ghana nti say ne japade no so wa Ghana. Pachawacha say. And in your visit to obetumi aye paragraph 297 application so be joining a parent. But to say parent prove so responsibility now you can wa asam no.
Lawyers no patchomati ho na ase. Ntiti a ono all Ghana no the Akwalana sign aba. So how is Akwalana ba besran?
Na all Ghana so also Ghana no the akofa Akwalana aba. Nti Akwalani nya visa sisi o kwakofa na aba na so kwa na wakwa visa na ma no.
Onye bi nti na obi tane se.
Nti na yaka se. Onye sisi anu a wonya adwen sa Akwalani no oba be join no no. Onto anamo no ye application ma Akwalani no.
Edi application onye ma Akwalani no.
Oba ye application say ono oti krom ha no 2.5. Ne ba ni sa Akwalani Akwalani no wo Ghana obi na ohwe no. Na even though obi na ohwe no ono na wa matumi say yen hwe no but still no was so responsibility he say papa no ono no wo Akwala no papa ni abrebo no mu na wa many evidence nkofo na omo hwe Akwala no adenti na omo ntoa so hwe Akwala no wa many evidence adenti na e kire say ampa ono na wo Akwala na abrebo mu all the years no wa many evidence adenti na e kire say Akwala no fi Ghana no metena krom ha why say on tena Ghana. No, many evidence said there are compelling and serious family circumstances that are ebama Akwalani abreboya basa so wan fi Ghana ento eminka am mechanic chain am nsa wa abrochire a en ya sampa.
Okay.
No so many evidence. So kan na abomu a na wa ya application no. And your friend no so responsibility asemo a de bia ye bo hu de ru no. And it's serious and that's why my yamano.
Okay. Now Akwalani papa nso wa ha o.
Nti Akwalani both parents are here. Amuti bom.
Nim but nim say papa ni bi ba ma me enya settle. Nti nim kwan ya ofa so de nya.
Okay, yeah, let's not even worry about me ne dear no. Nti ne kan say Akwalani ne parents mienu ni nyina dey e wa ha. It's even better. The woman doesn't have to say papa no ewa Ghana but untumi hwa Akwalani nti okofa no. The argument on mienu nyina ye den ewa ha. Nanso nipa na ohye Akwalani ma won no. Untumi hwa ne yie. It's affecting the welfare well-being of the child. And even that, omo no mama to me say omo hwe nipa no enhwa Akwalani no ema won. So they have the sole responsibility. But here, it is not just a matter of sole responsibility. They have the responsibility or the parental responsibility. So both parents argue. But me sure about Kumbaka say on person or basin because of the circumstance. Yes, I net here. Sanet here, dear mammy no be only says sa. But the other parents, it will groom her all right. But on one or ye bibia as a single mother.
Ma'am, okay.
And to be a new crying no the Akwalani no dey e call ye say ye share emboa no. But say na e koso no eye asefim de bia otia na eye areho. Social service for crab bem e the report na de abetototo ho a eye serious. So when two me can go fun a bamba or bad time or back canning but no and yet I know keke evidence.
Evidence.
Okay.
Pacho you, madam.
Answer the CP. Ajimai, it has said, thank you very much, Uchiatili. Laura, another voice note, Abba, Mama Intiano. Okay.
But the funny thing is,
Nyamuche.
Run Loyasma, thank you very much for my responding. But the funny thing is, minimum kofo bebria, omugutia fast track na, a day one no my yama woman. Yeah, me and Casamadam will be in the kunu. Omugutia fast track. Then they did this for them. And you know, I don't know why I must delay this animal. Some of it's almost kind of craving change, Paul. Like I said, me having Adam, I'm going to just have premium service now. Now, I'm a swab, I'm a woman.
I'm some boss.
Yeah.
I don't know. I hope say by December, because my sister, due December, I was Holland. And the husband so Kogana because of for emergency, not now, dear, but according to the plan. Also, it's a must.
Lawyer, in a situation like this, Naima, hold on. In a situation like this,
is it live?
BWF or it's not.
Okay,
our compelling reason, I was oko. In the pub, no, obetimi raise these compelling reasons, and now say. Obetimi as a convented process no akutua premium ade akwaje
ebi mu after waiting for a long time no omo start application no bi no mo akutua premium.
Okay,
yeah, so they reinvent the wheel, then omo withdraw na omo kotua new one na omo refund the old one right there amount, but you still have to make a fresh application and pay premium. No, we say you can cut down. I think
and I think from the walking and the omoye I'm beginning to believe as I was on kind of credit because because your premium no matter the number of
told you a Harrods, told you a Primark.
Yeah, I was here.
But yeah, sorry. Now you may be say also be area another day.
I know I can say I was say Nikno Obani due in December and so but circumstance mean was a Bema no Ghana in December.
And Obano or Ghana.
I don't think so. So Chrome Hawaii application or China and Yema to 2 years no to coin.
Yeah, but I'm wondering, or call Ghana or due or Chrome Harness or due or Ghana.
Run Loyasma, thank you very much for my responding. But the funny thing is, minimum kofo bebria, omugutia fast track na, a day one no my yama woman. Yeah, me and Casamadam will be in the kunu. Omugutia fast track. Then they did this for them. And you know, I don't know why I must delay this animal. Some of it's almost kind of craving change, Paul. Like I said, me having Adam, me public ground. I'm going to just have premium service now. Now, I'm a swab, I'm a woman. I don't know. I hope say by December, because my sister. Due December, I was Holland, and the husband so Kogana because of for emergency, not now, dear, but according to the plan.
I think
it's a must.
It's application and not husband.
I think
I don't know. I application and before December. My passport to Kampala expired. I need to go and renew this passport. But you can't go and renew without the old one.
On no application, no application a delay. I was on no Holland.
Right.
I call her sister because the sister no so be Ghana in December. Inti supporting the sister and an old passport and the application they call her. I call kemu
right.
Passport no kran so asan ko wu o monsam.
Right. Okay. Yeah, because I'm trying to look at evidence or whatever say there are exceptional
circumstances
grounds
but then say oh sika dia obetimi akọ the option now say obey new application
application
grant you refund any old
one
okay well
later
it depends on how deep in the pocket
well say so then will be say so in here no gidigidi dia no obetimi abo ho kadia and be advice okay we should have to weigh the two options, you know, the cost of doing it against the benefit of doing it.
Okay. All right.
If it's a necessary crab boa, and you can also aquagan or no quacobuano, because I are nunti or munti and all best son adiano. They may help.
Okay. Augusto, award the community and the lawsuit. Okay, welcome back. Thank you very much. Quite a last segment, also, which is the quiz. And it's still based on the first part and then Koma ED na demi baby sound sa divorce. I can't want some and a choir Home Office any UK abai enemra ede faso. Question am debano very interesting. Way na yanko was say Arabani Kuku Ghanaian citizens omo worry under Fanti Customary Law 2012. In 2018 omo tubabetna UK as lawful residents. 2020 aware no antimi ankoso enti egwe ena omumienu bia ekache na busuafo se monko na afi monko gu aware no. This was done by their family elders pronouncing the marriage dissolved after performing the necessary customary rites. And omoko Accra Metropolitan Assembly eko J certificate to say aware no ego. Now the will be sa and say can Kuku use the certificate from the Accra Metropolitan Assembly as evidence of the lawful dissolution of his marriage to Araba in the UK? Omo Eware 2012. Amamremu. Omo Ware. Abanjitum. Omo call. Aye. Abemu. Ekotre so Omo Ware. 2018. And Omo Tuba UK. Omo ba UK no 2 years later. And Aware no guye. And omo ka che busuafo na omo gina mu ma omo na se omo nkono mkugu aware no na busuafo no gu aware de nsa ko ye ene de wo se ye bia ye na mamre kwanso na aware no gu ye Kuku epese okoko ware oba afoforo obetimi ayusu sa certificate na omo ko gye ewo Accra Metropolitan Assembly efi Ghana e de ba UK no obetimi agina so e de aware ana wansa e dey. Yes, he can, number one. No, he cannot. A simple, straight and forward. And yet, butua abeya daya. Obetimi a yusu sa certificate na okoji from Accra Metropolitan Assembly na. Yes, he can. No, he cannot. Let me get your answers. Obetimi ade abreyen ewo 0795042278 and your text and your WhatsApp. And answer would be call platform also either on Facebook and answer YouTube. Kevin or someone, and you've been very participatory. I really appreciate that. Thank you very much, and I'm taking note of that. I'll say the divorce certificate would not be recognized here in the UK since the divorce process didn't go through court. Lawyer man handsome. Okay. Yeah, well, Alexa says no. Kevin, if you don't mind, texting me your WhatsApp line also, and I'll bring you on the show. Well, Alex also say there be unto me and Charles Amwa. No, he can't. Charles also no, he can't. But Kevin has given an explanation as to the whole thing, and that's very, very interesting. Or say no, he cannot. Kevin, I mean, made me pick one son or say. No, the divorce certificate will not be recognized here in the UK since the divorce process didn't go through court. Munyina money amount for a adring and Kevin to say, what's the WhatsApp line? 07950 422 780. I'll send you a link, so I'll bring you on the show. Alex was saying so say on also explanation. Alex say because both of them are habitual residents in the UK. Both of them are habitual residents in the UK. Lawyer, before I pick the next answer, Obi at the assembly about I was say I worry that if people withdraw application and reapply in order to pay premium, they cannot benefit from Section 3C.
Right. I get what you are saying on the basis of the Section 3C, but it depends on, it's always the context of the application we are talking about. So, nipa no ne point now, the buy no, a good point. Then 3C ni say, adiano, and say, we have application now, or the coin terminal decision by ya, which may ye juma.
Okay.
Okrum, ewaha. Employer into me, you will say, adiano by, because I know fault. But you can say, what if signing power or ye juma because I didn't buy it because of the 2 month term? That means signing power, no will leave that.
Okay.
So I just say, no will leave that. And now or the 2 month na there no buy it. So coco ye no quite fufra. I didn't say a wood that and buy but Section 3C no a protect no.
Okay.
So whilst you are waiting for your application to be considered, your leave, the existing leave before the time of application continues.
Okay.
And it's only people take advantage of Section 3C, no so kuyi application if you are not year fufra. New one or the kwatumuno. What happens to the right and the 3C? No? A good pointer we raise it. More often than not, to be brainwa or more vareno a crofua or more adiano bibi any day or mundi be that.
Okay.
And it wouldn't be that it doesn't really matter anyway. So what I say. But the point is that who will be that that's the you know why your application for because a new application will that protect you? That can be very contentious. So a good say what point is adiano out. Because that's where care is needed.
Okay.
Yeah, and I just want to buy.
I say about a friend of Mama Mercy.
Okay.
Mama Mercy. I'm saying, or something to stand on, and it's a good point.
Yeah.
As you said, as you made. Okay, lawyer. You know the answer no buy and na man thumbs up. So it means to say answer no day.
But me abana
the ultimate my
bra.
Okay, so Kevin Ede say no, the divorce certificate would not be recognized here in the UK since the divorce process did not go through court.
Right. And to which case no your boss no if you can go back to the case of Bekovitz and Greenberg and Emrano this case law is based on Section 46.
Okay.
And you'll say foreign divorce obtained without court proceedings will not be recognized in the UK.
Okay.
If one of the parties was habitually resident in the UK and on and on and on and on, blah, blah, blah. But the key expression is without going through court proceedings.
Okay.
And he said,
okay, The assembly is not court.
Assembly is not court.
Okay.
Agency of the state. So there will be no court procedure. They cannot notify the other party say the idea be able say a certificate. Who be na ya can na be na. But court they will follow due process. Will have to inform the other party. So there was a Ghana say they will publish it on the court dine for 21 days. So be what we be a omeka. Ye di be call oba na so be ma ni fie depending on nipa no a or raise the petition ni fie e de wi akobọ ne dan no ho ama nkrofo so ehu say na ekwaso be obi a metimi raise point bi a then the court will formalize it.
Okay.
Then they will issue the declaration say blah 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 na ye de amawo e wo court. Na so one year sa na wo call AMA and AKMA and say whatever na wo kwaje krata bi say Neja aware na aware no eja no ofie na assembly ajatum assembly and your court.
Okay. Well, Alex now Ubis Alexis Ubisa text number and it's on the screen now. Kelvin 0795042278. We have almost run out of time, but if you're able to come in, I'll send you the link and you'll join us on our video link. 0795042278. Me name Sebia Ubetimi. Okay. Let me also see if I can put it on the Facebook platform, so you can pick it up from there. Mami Messi, oh no, that's the wrong one. Let me pick the correct link and put it on there. 1 2 3 1 2 3 1 2 3. Mofa and Chamina. Ebe here. And then I'll say, okay. Right, Laura. I will give my brother just a moment to see if Kevin can join us. Kevin, sorry for the delay, but Obitimi are joining here. But in the meantime, I'm inside and kofa a nugget template, senior lawyer HH. I mean, Mosu Ebio and Fama and say, was a foreign divorce obtained without the court's involvement outside England and Wales?
Fiema examples of such divorce now, yenya without court involvement,
Which are my examples?
TBT say abusuafo atena se eje awa egu aware no. Na nimpe ehia document bi dia ye bibi sa aware ni ho biem. Wa call AMA and it's assembly. Akwaje letter. Na assembly confirm say the marriage that took place here no is no longer valid because our jai blah 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 blah. Na nipa na say me document ni sa ade no enya valid evidence of divorce.
Okay. All right. I know I'm not lawyer but I'll still
go ahead.
Go on to read the text. Say it's not valid in the UK if one of the parties was habitually resident in the UK or have lived in the UK for 12 months or more or domiciled here. In this situation, a lawyer,
right. So
the base is at least one, but to say that
so we can even say at least one, and in this case, Eti has say either habitually resident or domiciled in the UK.
Okay.
Oh, we share most of the time, they won't have the time to go to Ghana or elsewhere to go through the court proceedings. And I would Ghana, one must be there to petition the court.
Okay.
Physically. By proxy. Just like the marriage was by proxy. But marriage by proxy, customary, yajitum. By ordinance, because ordinance, you must both be present to sign the certificate. Then obviously there's no way so we go through the court proceedings. So about to encrane yakoji let be or crofoni be ho near the abreo. Now see who you sue. And I was say mummy ni na wa hadia.
I didn't know criminal court process.
Then hentina crofo be oh and there ye be hadia no. And I so be must say makwaji me dey no call for kesi no mo say omunji ntum. Na lawyer say yan wa ha. Yeah, because say omo go through court process no e wo ho no. And I say because omunti ho ninti they couldn't go through validly the court process. Yeah. And yen nuanu mienu omu nyina wo krom ha.
Okay. All right. Mami Messi say or raise the point, you know, because voice no na mami neba, you know, can say or say or renew the visa, but it has taken almost a year, and the suggestion was heard that she could redraw and reapply if she got the funds. That's where I got worried about
Yes.
So section
Auntie
3C.
Mercy, Auntie Mercy, thank you very much for pointing that out. And as I said, a valid observation and point well noted. And TTF4 ni ahwefo se na ye kire mu no. Say we could renew visa no a different from say we ni bi na afi na we dey atum. Say about my first 2.5.
Okay.
This we could renew aya restrictions e wo ho. Since we dey atum no, we dey tum on time no nti. Your rights will continue. Because time wa decision no e baba. Nti say adwuma na wo ye a employer entumi nka say debi. Na say ekobe say wo ekoye fi ho. Na why foforo. Say this time me ye foforo to pay and get it immediately. Just at the time we use application, now we unkuta leave. But granted, say we a premium application.
Okay.
Decision made to me about within 24 hours. In the sana there, they won't say I'm sure say because say we yi back on now within 24 hours no visa no old one no be now a wouldn't yamao. Once you meet the requirement, you'll be granted. However, say kobase adene could delay or hono. Even though we expect say nke premium 24 hours, now could delay for whatever reason ya. Employer no maybe say adeno at say now so my variation blah blah blah. Hono no may resist our point.
Okay.
Now home office are pick it up say you made the valid application, you varied that valid application, and at the time of variation, you will leave no, then you're valid BM. Santi, time away a new application, no, you didn't have, and therefore 3C will not protect you.
Oh, okay.
That is if you go to that exceptional point, and it's an extreme situation, and an argument is being raised there. Into a very good point, say, oh yes, sir, you do it cautiously.
Oh, okay. Yeah, Atajima say or Shaying from Oxbridge. Kwameta eda CP Koswa ma yente wo enka. Abusia ena me dane dwumadi no eni na yedi asie na me de aseda ama yenua lawyer Charles Asma. Our free BWF Solicitors asoye ebaba wo ye ne na afi obecheche niema no mu se wabomodin edi teacher pa ene ocheche niema no mu step by step, and it's taking time to answer all your questions and queries. Alexis, keep that link. We did this another time, or any other person who would want to join us via video link anytime we're live on the show. No, you can use that link and join us. Time BR. As that encore, lawyer, Meda CP say, and then so waboying ma yade inkomono ebre afofro. You did very well when you try to explain other things and mixed up the communication. Sebeya inu anoma or more ente yen kasa no so ebetimi enyebi. Now they make a view and so NSA. Now watch out on our various social media platforms, WhatsApp. If you are in our WhatsApp distribution group, Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn, and all the social media platforms, we put a brief summary of what we have discussed here on there. We have programs on Thursdays, we have programs on Fridays, and all these we do snippets of that and summarize the whole discussion so you can have a good gist of that. Now, apart from that, any information that comes up that we need to update you with, we put them on our social media platforms, BWF Solicitors or BWTV, BW Radio. All of that and ubetimi ajoine. Now I want to remind you again that if you want all the news and information from our country Ghana, and of course all other programs that will help you know what it is, your left and right here in the UK, listen to BW Radio, bwcommunications.co.uk. Our platform is there and you have our radio bit. As that encore, Emma BWF Solicitors and Penny for a free number 1 to the last person, which is me, Sidan Koma Obibia, to Sheila Ankra and Padmo Dodu for your production, and my studio manager, Professor Ade, for your tenacity. Ebusian for your war, no, same time next week. Lawyer, Yame Aduma, Same time next week. You better sign any more SHB. Ukana the Enchanso. I'm a BWF. Well, on that note, I want to say have a very good evening and be good.
Jesus, you're my everything, yeah. My everything is you, Lord. Yeah. Oh, 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 oh. Everybody say, yeah.